team. Takes a lot of precision. And this is the only formation of aircraft you will see today going backwards in formation. And I hope you've enjoyed it today, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing a lot of it pushed to the limits, and they're now winning you with a flat cross for the final time. Totally demonstrating the aircraft here with what's called a dirty pass, with all the undercarriage down, flaps down, good opportunity for a photography. Pulling the aircraft around, you can see that lovely shape of it there with adaptability and the rear view as well.
Mr. Raven's third year at the team, and it's getting bigger and better for the team. 17 to 20 this year, including going to Europe. They'll be staying in Guernsey, and their finale this year.
Despite its limited capability, the Chinook offers impressive maneuverability, as you're about to see as the Luke is good positioned. Now positioning to set up for an offset wing over, Flight Attendant Luke Huntley. And is currently demonstrating a maneuver the ship crew uses to quickly change direction for 100. It comes from a fleet of around 60 Chinooks, all based at Iapodium in Hampshire. Luke heads the aircraft back into ground centre. For those of you who enjoyed the roller coaster, here is another nose over. The aircraft nose will come up to approximately 50 degrees as the speed will wash off down to 0. This all on his own. He's a full crew and all the two support teams to make this all happen. Luke is now looking for a low level orbit, so underside the aircraft. Keep your eyes peeled for the hooks that the Chinook uses. You can see him a big wave, ladies and gentlemen, as he waves as he goes past. Today, the Chinook Force continues to carry out UK defence missions and tasks 365 days a year, operating in multitude environments, including desert, jungle, Arctic and maritime all over the world.
Yeah. That's a lot more flying on the way than I think it's safe. Oh no, it's just
through, that turns it. So in fact it becomes a huge circular ring. That makes it highly manoeuvrable, so it can fly virtually between 0 miles an hour, and it can go sideways, and 120 miles an hour. Flying an American variant of this aircraft.
No, I think you have to go back. Okay.
You can just see the helicopter now coming into the stationary hover. And the winchman coming out the bottom. You see him there? He's out on his static line. Just been transferred onto the deck of the lifeboat now. You can see how closely they're operating. Very close quarters. It'll be very precision flying. You'll often see this particular aircraft and crew training along the North Devon and South Wales coastline. However, the area of coverage includes both Mid and West Wales and down as far as Bude in Cornwall. On occasions, the crews will find themselves as far afield as London and Snowdonia. The team at St Athan work with all the emergency services, from the mountain rescue team to Kraken, Coast Guard cliff rescue teams, independent search and rescue teams, South Wales Ambulance, paramedics and ambulance crews, and of course Royal National Lifeboat Institution lifeguards and lifeboat crews. As stated today, you've seen them working with the Mumbles RMLI, and they're Is he on the deck yet? Just about, it looks like. Exactly matching each other's speed there. They'll be in constant communications with each other, the pilot and the helm who's driving the lifeboat. All over the lifeboat. Give them a wave, guys. Fantastic work they do together. Saving many lives. Slowing down to about 150 miles an hour at the top of the big bear. Smoke off go says route one. That's according to David Montenegro, who is in his second year as the team's leader. He's a former Hawk flying instructor and Tornado F3 air defence pilot. He has spent 3 years previously with the Red Arrows, from 2009 to 2011, including leading synchro pair. He then moved on to fly the Tucano, before coming back to be the team leader of the Royal Air Force aerobatic team. Out towards the Mumbles now, you see the smokes on as we form the shape of the Space Shuttle. The 3 aircraft on each wing dropping back to be a big red 6. The smoke goes off as they come in from the right, ready to fly the shuttle roll. The
4 and 5 move forward to be on Red 1's wing. Red 8, 9 tucking at the back as they reach 6,000 feet and slow down to about 150 miles an hour. Fans now running hard. The controls best response at that speed. You can see they formed a feathered arrow shape, which decided back in the 1960s that the arrow is a bit of a mouthful to say on the radio, so we call this formation Foot. Cameras ready for the good bits. This is the hand-ahead brake. Keep your eyes on the two crashes there, but Red 6 and 7 are the synchrony. As they get ready to draw a fabulous heart here in the skies above Swansea. Keep your eyes top right of the arc where you'll see Red 9 approaching to have a final touch. Here he comes. Tell you what, the people are, why don't we dedicate this heart to the worst football team after yesterday's result? What a great result, congratulations. Keep your eyes on the synchro there, here's Red 9. He's just, we can't get his smoke on, he's not come back in time. This is the Twister. Following pilot use a rubber runner to swing the jets out like a pendulum in line astern.